Welcome to the top 10 Starfield mods of the week, episode 12. I have 10 awesome mods to share with you this week. But before we do take a look at them, make sure you do subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any future Starfield mod videos. Plus, we need to crown the winner of last week's episode. So the winner, with 76% of 300 votes, is the Sith Lord Robes mod. In second place was the Star UI Ship Build mod with 13%. And in joint third place with 6% each were the Exile and Robotics outfits. On to the mods from this week, and kicking off the top 10 countdown in 10th place this week is the Scanner Closest Path Highlight Improvements mod from Loran Kiar. So this fixes an annoyance I had in the base game when I was going through the game for the first time. So there is no timeout, so after around about 10 seconds or so, even if the scanner is still open, the highlight will go away. This mod keeps it on until the scanner is exited. Also to do with the path, if you have an active objective and it can't find a direct path, then there just won't be any path whatsoever. However, this mod highlights a partial path to keep you on track, even if there is no direct path. In 9th position this week, we have the Purge Trooper mod from Analona. So this mod adds the Purge Trooper from Star Wars, using the model as found in Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order into the game. It can replace either the Varun spacesuit or the Mantis spacesuits, it's up to you. In 8th place this week we have the Smart Grenades and Mines No More Inventory Management mod from Wartle. So this mod fixes yet another annoyance I have with the game, and that is if you run out of a type of grenade, you have to go into your inventory and then equip the other type of grenade you may still have at your disposal. Well, this mod fixes that. It will just automatically switch to the next available grenade, you assign them via hotkeys, and it just makes combat way better. In 7th position this week we have the Desolation POI overhaul mod from AGD25. So this mod tries to make POIs a little bit better. If you don't know what POIs are, points of interest. So how it does this is that it restricts POIs with human habitation to planets with breathable atmospheres. To be a little bit more realistic, it makes most of the galaxy now empty, but it makes the planets that people have actually settled on where these points of interest actually are. So you'll find way more in a closer concentration, but as you explore planets that aren't breathable by humans, then there won't be much on there. Human POIs are also restricted to planets that are close to the core systems. The only human habitation you'll find outside of core systems are handcrafted or randomly generated ones for quests. You'll also see a decrease in density of human POIs that show up when you land on a planet, so you aren't surrounded by them. This is just going to be one or two. It's to try and make each of them feel a little bit more special, but the amount will change based on how far from the core worlds you are. So, for example, Jemison is densely populated compared to a very far off world. In 6th place this week, we have the Prequel Trilogy Lightsabers mod from Darth Sidious 666. So he's back with another awesome lightsaber mod. We first got original trilogy lightsabers, but this one introduces a whole host of lightsabers that you know and love from the prequel era. There are all of Anakin's, Obi-Wan's. You'll also find Darth Sidious's, Count Dooku's, Yoda's, Qui-Gon Jinn's, as well as Darth Maul's. It's just a really good pack full of fantastically modelled and textured lightsabers. So if you want to use these in your Star Wars modded version of Starfield, then this is the mod for you. In 5th place this week, we have the Heavy Bounty Hunter Mandalorian set mod from N7 Tally. This mod replaces the Bounty Hunter suit with this custom heavy Mandalorian armor set, which looks fantastic. It's really, really well modelled and textured. It's fantastic work. It has so many cool details, and it also features a couple of colour variations as well. So there is this semi-chrome version, but there is also a red and blue version, which contains a Mythosaur symbol on the helmet, as well as a yellow and blue version, which is the main version. But my personal preference is this metallic chrome version. In 4th place this week, we have the Plentiful Outpost mod from Kaoru. So this mod adds over 300 items into the Outpost builder. This includes a whole host of different types of things. You have trees, you have vending machines, boxes, fences, storage containers, vehicles, tiny little things such as mats and whatnot. It's just a very, very great Outpost mod. It just gives you, a few hundred more items to put into your Outpost. You can really build out your Outpost like you haven't been able to do before. It can be for interior stuff, but also exterior stuff. There's a nice balance. There is just so much stuff, and it will really make wherever you decide to settle down in much better. In third place this week, we have the Mark M mod from ThemeCo. So this mod introduces the Mark M spacesuit into the game from Star Citizen. This is by far my favourite spacesuit I've seen imported as a mod. It just works really, really well with Starfield's design. I really do like this a lot. The runner-up for this top 10 mods of the week episode is the Kaja menu from Expired 6978. So this mod changes up the character creator with some extra features that will really make fine-tuning your character even better. And it also comes with some nice other quality of life features. As you can see, you can really dial in the details. You just have way more granularity at your disposal. With the sliders and decimal points, you can really get it to how you want it to be. Plus, there is the ability to save, load, and delete character presets, which is really, really cool. There will be a few other tweaks here and there, but overall this makes the character generator even better if you do really want to play around with really minuscule values like this. And the winner of this top 10 mods of the week episode is the StarCon app mod from Timbite Solomon. So this mod was actually released a couple of weeks ago, but I missed it because it kept getting locked on Nexus, so it wasn't showing up when I was looking around for mods. It's a companion to Starfield, and I think the idea is genius. It really aids exploration and has definitely helped me out. With how big this game is, its size is absolutely incredible, and that's one thing I really love about it. But it also makes exploration quite difficult in some ways, especially if you have, say, multiple saves going on, or you're using mods, testing things out, stuff like that. Well, what this allows you to do is log your exploration. You can find out all of the properties to do with the various planets and moons and such, so what life does it support, the resources, its gravity, things like that. It has progress bars. It also allows you to upload your very own screenshots to logs, which is a great idea. If there was a location I wanted to go back to, be it just a planet or a specific part of a planet, I would quickly take a photo of the galaxy map. That means I can go back to it fairly quickly on my phone. It's right at the top of my camera roll, as I don't save many things to my phone, and then I've got it. And then I would quickly pull it up and then use the galaxy map. But with this, I can log way much more information and remember as to what I was actually doing on that planet. Because if I went back to a planet and I didn't know what I was doing, I was like, why did I take a photo of this? What was the reason? Well, you can log this in this application. The modder is working on turning this into an Android app, which is fantastic, and the hope would be when Creation Kit is released for this game, they would be able to port it into the game itself, so it acts like a Pip-Boy, for example. Which mods were your favourite this week? Let me know down in the comment section below, and remember you can check out each of these mods for yourself using the download links in the description below. If you did have a standout mod for this week, remember to vote in the community tab poll, which I will share the results of at the beginning of next week's episode. Drop a like to help support the channel, subscribe so you don't miss any future videos like this one, and I shall see you in my next video. Goodbye.